Do you like all the flags?
Yeah, that's quite a treat. God, I've never seen that many Canadian flags flying, even in Canada. Yeah, that's quite something.
Canada flags are always flying here. I like the Canada flag. I like that maple leaf in the middle.
New West Theatre's production Jake's Gift is running until October 11th at the Sterndale Bennett Theatre. Julia Mackey, the star of the show, joins us to tell us all about it. So maybe give us a little plot summary here, Julia.
Sure, Fallon. So Jake's Gift is about a World War II veteran, a Canadian World War II veteran that travels back to Normandy, France for the 60th anniversary of D-Day. And the main reason he goes back is to find the grave of his eldest brother who was killed during the war. And it's the first time he's been back to Normandy since the war, and he meets a young French girl there named Isabelle, and she's kind of the narrator of the story, and she's the person that really helps Jake deal with the loss of his brother and helps him get through to resolve some of these unresolved ghosts that he's had over the last 60 years.
Now, Julia, you're the star of the show, as we saw, and you jump back and forth between these characters so quickly. How do you do that? How do you manage not being Julia but also talking as a senior?
Right. Well, I think because I wrote the story, the characters feel very real to me, and Jake is a character that I actually started to write about and create before I went to Normandy. I went there in 2004 for the 60th anniversary, and that's really where the inspiration came to create this play. And it was one of the most incredible experiences of my life, and I interviewed as many Canadian veterans as I could, and British and American veterans, and they were so honest and open about their experiences there. And so Jake's story is a combination of all of those stories and interviews I did. But in terms of the flipping back and forth, I guess it's so funny. I've been with this story now, Dirk and I, my partner, who's also the director of the play, we've been doing this since 2007. So those characters feel like real people to me. So the switching back and forth, while initially I think was quite challenging, now that I think we're up to over 700 performances now. So it feels very natural and kind of, I guess the expression is in my bones in terms of being able to switch back and forth between them. And the other two characters are a Canadian teacher that Isabelle meets in the Canadian cemetery, and then there's her grandmother, Grande Isabelle, who's really the woman who has taught Isabelle so much about the Canadians landing at that time. And one of the reasons I wanted a younger person in the story is because I was amazed at how well the French children understood what had happened at that time during the war, and they would come up to the veterans and thank them, and it was just a beautiful thing to see, and so it kind of came out of the inspiration of Isabelle came from seeing those kids do that. So
it is such a special way to have the story come together. And also, really quick, I want to mention you have a table out front. What is that table for?
So we've got a display out front which has some memorabilia from the Second World War. It also has some buttons there which we sell after the show, and there's 3 buttons per package which pertain to the themes of the play, and 100% of the profit raised from the button sales will go to the Lethbridge Legion Poppy Trust Fund, and we've raised over $24,000 since 2010, and so 100% of the money raised for our run here at New West Theatre will be donated to Branch 4's Poppy Trust Fund.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, Julia, for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Make sure to come out and check out Jake's Gift. That's running until October 11th. New West Theatre's production. You can pick up your tickets, 329 seat.
That's our brother that died here. So I guess it's my way of making it up to Marty, all right?